Introduction. Welcome to YOURpath's lesson on tips on identifying the author's purpose. Understanding why an author wrote a text is essential for deeper comprehension and analysis. This lesson will provide strategies to help you accurately determine the author's purpose in various types of writing. What is the author's purpose? The author's purpose refers to the reason why the author wrote a text. It can often be categorized into three main purposes: to inform, to persuade, or to entertain. Recognizing the author's intent helps readers understand the text's message and underlying themes. Tips for identifying the author's purpose. Look for clues in the title. The title of a text often provides hints about its purpose. Titles that include words like guide, how to, or steps suggest the text is informational. Example, a title like The Ultimate Guide to Healthy Eating indicates an informative purpose. Analyze the tone. The tone of the writing can reveal the author's attitude and intent. An objective, straightforward tone typically aims to inform, while an emotional or passionate tone might aim to persuade. Example, an article with a serious, factual tone about climate change is likely informative. Identify keywords and phrases. Certain words and phrases can signal the author's purpose. Persuasive texts often contain words like should, must, or need, while informational texts use words like facts, data, or studies. Example, a text urging readers to recycle using phrases like we must and you should is persuasive. Consider the text structure. The way a text is organized can provide insights into its purpose. Informational texts are often structured logically with headings and subheadings, while persuasive texts might use a problem-solution format. Example, a report with sections like introduction, methods, and results is likely informative. Look at the source. The publication or platform where the text appears can also offer clues. Academic journals, government websites, and news articles typically aim to inform, while blogs, opinion columns, and advertisements are more likely to persuade or entertain. Example, an opinion column in a newspaper that argues for political change is persuasive. Examine the content. Pay attention to the main ideas and details presented in the text. Informational texts provide facts and explanations, persuasive texts make arguments and appeal to emotions, and entertaining texts include stories, humor, or artistic elements. Example, a story about a hero's adventure filled with humor and imaginative descriptions is meant to entertain. Ask questions. Engage with the text by asking questions about its purpose. Why did the author write this? What do they want the reader to learn, feel, or do? Example, what is the author trying to convince me of in this article? Practice examples. Analyzing titles. Look at the titles of different texts and predict their purposes based on the wording. Action. Determine if the titles suggest an informational, persuasive, or entertaining purpose. Examining tone and language. Read a passage and identify the tone and keywords to infer the author's purpose. Action. Analyze if the tone and language indicate a purpose to inform, persuade, or entertain. Evaluating structure. Review the structure of various texts to understand how the organization supports the author's purpose. Action. Decide if the structure is logical, argumentative, or narrative. Identifying content types. Categorize the main ideas and details of a text to determine its purpose. Action. Recognize whether the content provides information, arguments, or entertainment. Tips for mastery. Practice regularly with different texts to become proficient at identifying the author's purpose. Use the above strategies as a checklist when reading new materials. Discuss your interpretations with others to gain diverse perspectives and improve your analytical skills. Conclusion. Understanding the author's purpose is key to unlocking deeper meaning in texts. By practicing these tips and strategies, you'll become more adept at discerning the intent behind various writings. Thank you for joining this lesson, and happy reading!